Hello, I'm Haley Hennahan with Littlesleepersanddreamers.com, and I am your pediatric sleep consultant. As parents, you probably hear thoughts and opinions all about sleep training. But how do you know what's true and what's not? In this video, I will go over some common misconceptions so you can know the truth about sleep training. Crying it out and sleep training are not one and the same. Cry it out is just one of the many approaches that you can use to sleep train your child. Just like Kleenex is a brand of tissues, Cry it out is a method of sleep training. Cry it out is the method where you put your child in their crib for the night and you do not go in to soothe or help your child in any way until the morning. There are a lot more methods out there, and it is not one that is commonly used. So if I hear my clients saying that sleep training isn't working, I know that either 1, they aren't implementing the plan correctly, or 2, the method they are using is not correct for the child. If done correctly with the correct method, you will get the results you are looking for. While you, as the parents, will be doing the work of sleep training, your sleep consultant is here to cheer you on, guide you, and support you in this process. You will not be doing this alone. Is it work? Of course, but it is so beneficial. Just think of something like potty training. When you start potty training your child, it is a lot of work, but it pays off in the end. It is an investment, and this investment is well worth it. Your pediatric sleep consultant is here to take the puzzle out of why your child is not getting the sleep that they need. This is an investment, and it is only for about 2 to 3 weeks until your child learns how to sleep independently, and then the benefits begin. You may hear people say that sleep training doesn't work in the long run, but it actually does. You may need to tweak things along the way. You might have your child go through a regression or sickness or travel, things that can just throw a wrench into their sleep that they are used to, but they have the foundation. And with some tweaks, you will get them back on track, sleeping independently all night long. So remember, children are not robots. They will need adjustments, especially as they get older. They will need less daytime sleep, but they will still have that foundation of knowing how to sleep independently. So let's start by talking about sleep cycles. So newborns only have 2 stages in their sleep cycles. As they get older, about 3 or 4 months, they transition into a more mature sleep cycle. And this is where you often hear about that 4-month regression as they are making this transition. SleepFoundation.org states that as babies grow, their sleep cycles look more and more like adults. Everyone, babies and adults alike, will wake up many times during the night. These wake-ups occur as you transition from one sleep cycle to the next. And if you think that you don't wake up, it's because it is so brief and you fall back into that next cycle before you even realize it. Our goal isn't to eliminate these wake-ups. These wake-ups are beneficial and natural. These are things that will happen, and we want to encourage that. Our goal is to help your child go back to sleep independently when they do wake up. This means falling back asleep without any assistance from anyone or anything else. Those that don't know how to go back to sleep on their own will wake up fully and wake their parents up. This type of fractured sleep is actually very detrimental to everyone's health. Also, no scientific studies have found any long-term risk to sleep training your child. This is probably one of the most common misconceptions. People think that if they sleep train their child, they will lose that nurturing, that bond with their child. And that is far from the truth. Similar to the first misconception I have, where cry it out is not the only method of sleep training. There are many methods where you are responding to your child, you are showing them that nurturing, but it's just in a more organized fashion. Children who are sleep trained get all kinds of nurturing, bonding love throughout the day. They are given those hugs, those cuddles, and that attention, but in the daytime when it is appropriate. In fact, studies show that mothers with less sleep tend to be less nurturing and less responsive to their children during the day. Training a child, whether it's potty training, teaching them to read, teaching them manners, whatever it may be, takes some saying no. If we don't ever correct their mistakes, how are they going to learn what's right and how to do it correctly? So again, there are no long-term risks associated with sleep training, but there have been several studies that found improvement both in quality of sleep in children and maternal moods of mothers. Babies who are well rested are much happier and more pleasant and willing to play with and just bond with during the day. Aren't we all? It's just more enjoyable when you are playing with someone who is well rested versus someone that's tired and a little cranky. So getting that proper sleep is only going to increase your bond with your child. Multiple studies have shown that there are no negative consequences between the parent and child bond while sleep training. In fact, there are multiple studies that show improvements in child security with their parents after they have gone through the sleep training process. Some families choose not to sleep train, and that works well for them. But several studies show the benefits of sleep training your child. If you're tired of becoming frustrated when bedtime rolls around, or you don't want to be rocking your child to sleep every night, or walking down the hall on hours at end, if you want your child's sleep and your own sleep to improve, email me at littlesleepersanddreamers.com and I will be glad to connect with you and get you started in this sleep training process. I hope this video was very helpful and cleared up some of these common misconceptions that you may have heard. Do me a favor in the comments below. Let me know, have there been any others that I haven't addressed? Are there other misconceptions that you have heard that wasn't spoken about in this video? Go ahead and like this video, hit the subscription button and the alert bell, as there will be many more videos coming your way. I'll see you in the next one. Sweet dreams.